in the vein of Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia is always in the internet, but he's been in the internet a lot lately. But this time it's not really looking great. Well, I'll say this: there's a contrast. Ryan, who has expressed in the past that he has had mental health issues, which is no joke. It seems to be coming to public now. We're seeing videos that are kind of questionable. You're kind of like, what's going on? Is Ryan okay? But in the same vein, when I say contrast, when I see the workout videos, I'm like, Ryan looks good. He looks fine. You know what I'm saying? But then every time he opens his mouth and speak, you're kind of just like, yo, what is going on with Ryan? There's been a bunch of them. The last one I saw was the Andrew Tate one. So, have you seen the videos, and what do you make of the videos that have been coming out about Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, I've seen the videos. A bit odd to me, right? It's kind of out of the blue, if you ask me. Up until the point, especially when you go back and look at Ryan Garcia in his previous fights, previous post conference, right prior to him facing Devin Haney, he seemed normal. No signs of any mental health issues outside of that time he pulled out of the fight, and he said he needs some time off, which can be in lieu of many different variables, right? We don't know him. We don't know his personal circumstances. But as a recent, especially now with the Devin Haney situation, you start to see a change in him. If you notice, in a lot of his interviews, he has like a tick when he speaks too. Like what's the MMA ambassador?
Dana White?
Hawaiian? No, Ariel Hawaiian. I knew something. I said Hawaiian. But he was interviewing with him, and you noticed Ryan Garcia got a tick. Like he talks and he has like which was pretty weird to me at first, but I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't pay no mind. Then when the video started coming out and his social media started showing all these, crazy, text, right? Him talking to Andrew Tate, like, oh, I seen little kids getting graped. I was graped at 2 years old, and he's just going ham. I was like, what's going on here? Initially, I thought it was a hoax or a way to kind of get out of the fight. But as I started seeing more and more, I'm like, I don't know. It do seem like something more is going on. And his family members even spoke on it. His brother even said, hey, I don't agree with what Ryan is doing. Please keep me out of it, but send your prayers to him. I was like, oh, I don't know now. Now I don't really know what's going on. So whatever he got going on, hopefully he gets it resolved. Hopefully he figures it out. But I don't know what the ramifications are, especially going into this fight, right? So
right.
What about you?
I mean, it is definitely strange. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I see him working out with Derek James. He looks focused, looks locked in, right? But then the video comes out, all these videos coming out, but like the Andrew Tate one in particular, where he was mentioning, some of the lines you just mentioned. He's just like, yo, I see things, these people, almost like some like secret organization he's talking about, these people. But I think what my concern from the video is, it's not that Andrew Tate was like, what are you talking about? It's more so he was like, yo, stop talking about it. Like, why are you saying this? Like, don't make it public. Almost like he kind of knew what Ryan was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that was very concerning to me, because I'm just like, what is going on? But just in the realm of boxing, I heard some weird stuff. People were alluding to like drug use and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, when he's working out, he looks normal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is some kind of stunt, some kind of hoax to sell the fight, try to throw Devin Haney off his game, think that Ryan's not okay. Ryan's going to pull out of the fight. And then, so I really don't know. To be honest, I'm probably just as confused as everybody else. I would love to hear what, the audience thinks in the comments. Like, what do you think is going on with Ryan? But until he pulls out the fight, I have to just say, hey, April 20th, I'm looking forward to seeing this fight. People are saying it's the mental pressure, and I don't want to disrespect Devin Haney, because Devin Haney is a phenomenal fighter, but I just don't think anybody's gonna like. I just don't think people go into fights like, yo, this is so like mentally taxing for me. I'm so scared, unless it's like, someone who you think can really hurt you.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, there was so much mental warfare there, not only because his persona, but you knew he could hurt you, right? George Foreman. Like, these guys who could really like knock your head off. And like Devin Haney, masterclass boxer, phenomenal boxer. He'll put on a boxing clinic exhibition, but I just don't think people have that fear of, when I step between those ropes against Devin, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't know that it's the mental pressure of the fight getting to him. maybe it's just everything else going on with his life. This happens to like famous people and stars often. We see it generally with, not generally, but we see it often with like young stars, like Disney stars, Nickelodeon stars, like all the pressure of having to live up to this superstar figure starts getting to them. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's what's happening with Ryan here. I hope it's a hoax, honestly. I hope he's all right. I just want to see a good fight. I just want to see a fight. I don't even care. I just don't want any like nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I don't want any obstacles in the way of this fight. I want both fighters to be as close to 100% as possible.
Mhm.
And because what's going to end up happening is if Ryan loses or gets dominated, people's going to fall on this as an excuse, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that'll definitely be unfortunate, especially for Devin Haney, because all he will be doing is continuing to piece together a great resume, right? Whether you agree with some of the wins, disagree with some of the wins are the wins. He's undefeated, and he'll be piecing together a great resume. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. So and then I did hear Bill mention on It Is What It Is that like the games that Ryan are playing is really upsetting everyone. So that's the only reason I'm wondering, like, is it a hoax? Is Ryan doing something to try to get off their game? I watched the interview with Bill Hayden. He was like, yo, the games that Ryan are playing, you know what I'm saying? He's like, it's upsetting everybody, the promoters, the fighters, but he's gonna see, you know what I mean? So, maybe some
Might
kind
be
of
some
weird,
truth,
huh?
might be some truth to that, right? Because one line that did stand out with his brothers, I don't agree with what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That,
exactly. Good point. It
that's
might be some weird mental warfare that we're just not hip to.
yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised because it's Ryan Garcia,
Mm-hmm.
but who knows?